Welcome to Module 2.1 Creating Your First Tailwind Project. I'm thrilled to have you here, and I'm your instructor, the NetQuest 1. Creating your first Tailwind CSS project using git bash commands is similar to the general process, but it includes some command line operations to set up the project. Here's a step-by-step guide for creating your first Tailwind project using git bash. 1. Prerequisites. Before you begin, ensure you have git bash installed on your system, along with a basic understanding of HTML, CSS, and Node.js. You'll need Node.js and npm Node Package Manager for this project. 2. Create a project directory. Open git bash and navigate to the directory where you want to create your Tailwind CSS project. Use the cd command to move to the desired directory. 3. Initialize a new Tailwind project. In your project directory, initialize a new Tailwind installing using the command npm install tailwind. When you run the command npm install tailwind, you are using npm Node Package Manager to install the Tailwind package as a development dependency in your Node.js project. Here's what each part of the command does. npm install. This is the npm command used to install packages or dependencies in your Node.js project. Do or save dev. This flag specifies that the package should be installed as a development dependency. Development dependencies are packages that are only required during the development and build process but not in the production or runtime environment of your project. Tailwind. This is the name of the package you want to install, in this case, Tailwind. 4. Initialize a configuration file tailwind.config.js for project using command below. npx tailwind init. The npx tailwind init command is used to initialize the configuration files for Tailwind CSS in a project. When you run this command, it creates a tailwind.config.js file in your project directory. This configuration file allows you to customize Tailwind CSS according to your specific project requirements. Here's what each part of the command does. npx. This is a package runner tool that comes with Node.js. It's used to execute binaries from npm packages that aren't globally installed on your system. In this case, it's running the Tailwind binary that is part of the Tailwind package. Tailwind. This is the name of the package or binary that you want to run. It initiates the Tailwind CSS configuration process. Init. This is a command provided by Tailwind CSS. It tells Tailwind CSS to initialize a new configuration file. This command will create the tailwind.config.js file with default configuration settings. The tailwind.config.js file is essential for customizing Tailwind CSS for your project. You can use it to modify the default color palette, add custom CSS classes, enable or disable specific features, and make other adjustments to suit your project's design and styling needs. After running this command, you can edit the tailwind.config.js file to configure Tailwind CSS to your liking. 5. Now add the following configuration to the tailwind.css.config.js file. *** at type import tailwind config * module.exports equals content *** attl js theme extend plugins. 6. Create a styles.css file and add the following in the file: @tailwind base, @tailwind components, @tailwind utilities. 7. Enter the following command to start the Tailwind CLI build process: npx tailwind I styles.css o.dist/output.css watch. The command npx tailwind I./styles.css o dist output css watch is used to generate a CSS file by processing your input CSS, usually a configuration file using Tailwind CSS. It also enables a watch mode to automatically update the output CSS whenever changes are made to the input file. Here's a breakdown of each part of the command. npx. This is a package runner tool that allows you to run commands from packages that aren't globally installed on your system. Tailwind. This is the main Tailwind CSS command that you're running. styles.css. This flag specifies the input CSS file or configuration file for Tailwind CSS. In this case, ./styles.css is used as the input file. Typically, this file contains your custom styles and potentially a Tailwind CSS configuration if you've extended the default settings. o.dist/output.css. This flag specifies the output CSS file. The generated CSS, which includes your custom styles and the Tailwind CSS utility classes, will be saved to dist output.css. Watch. This flag tells Tailwind CSS to watch for changes in the input file. If you make any modifications to your input CSS or configuration file, Tailwind CSS will automatically regenerate the output CSS, ensuring it stays up to date. 8. Create a new file of index, ettl, and add the following script to the file. Doc type HTML. HTML. Head. Meta charset equals UTF-8 greater than. Meta name equals viewport content equals width equals device width. Initial scale equals 1.0 greater than. Link ref equals /dist/output. CSS rel equals style sheet. Head. Body. H1 class equals text 3 font bold underline. Hello world. H1. Body. HTML. 9. Test and view your project. Open your index.attl file in a web browser to see how Tailwind CSS styles are applied to your HTML elements. This step allows you to visually check your project. You have now successfully created your first Tailwind CSS project as a module. You can continue to expand and customize your project's styles by exploring the extensive utility classes that Tailwind CSS offers and by modifying the tailwind.co and .config.js file to match your specific design requirements. Enjoy building and styling your web applications with Tailwind CSS.